Hey, good morning. Mixing coach here. One of our community posted a note, and we were talking about file imports. I know, thrilling. And they said that maybe they would like them to arrive numbered so they came in the right order. But that's not ideal for a couple of reasons. First of all, you'd have to communicate to a client a very specific order, like kick drum must be one, snare must be two, or something along those lines, which it's very, very complicated for them to do. And second of all, you probably don't really want a number at the beginning of the track name in your DAW. What you want is the instrument name. So the most elegant and simple solution is for you just to do a little bit of prep up front. So let's say your audio files have arrived. They're in a folder. It's called audio. Now, all we're going to do is just go ahead and create folders with the right audio tracks in them grouped together. So for instance, that was all guitars. So this is going to be all guitars. And similarly, we have some drums here. So we're going to create a folder and we're going to call it drums. And we're going to basically drag anything drummy into the drum folder. So there we go. Put some drums in here for you. Okay, and then we've got 3 vocal tracks, so we create a folder for those. Call it Vox. Then we have, just doing this really for demonstration. I mean, it's 2 acoustics. How complicated is it? But we're going to just create a nice tidy folder for those. Okay, and we have 1 bass and 1 piano, so we're just going to leave those as they are. And when we go over to our workstation, and here we go, we're going to import the files. It comes up, and we see here that we have folders. We just literally select the drums, in they come, like so. And we see we have all of our drums together. Now, what I would suggest you do while we're here is I actually have groups already set up. So I like to route things to where they're going to go, and I would probably just do that right now. So all of my drums, for instance, route to 1, 2, and I'm just going to route them to 1, 2, and then I'm going to color code them. So I know that all of these things are drums, in this case because they're purple. And what we're also going to do while we're here is I'm going to create a group, which I'm going to call drums. So if I want to change the level of the drums, I can just grab all the drums. Now, here we go again. Moving along. So next up is going to be our bass. So we're just going to import the bass. We've got a folder here. We're just going to grab the bass. And you see that what's happening in my session is I have a bus, which I already have set up, which I send bass to. It's on 5/6, and I'm just going to go ahead and route that to 5/6. It's only 1 track, but quite often with bass, you might get a DI and a amp track, for example. And likewise with the guitars, we can just go ahead, go to our folder. We know it's all guitars. Grab it, add, import. And we're going to then route that to this first guitar bus to get us started. Once it lets it finishes chewing away, there we go. There's all of our guitars. And again, we're going to create a group, DTRS, so we can move them all up and down, and we're going to assign them all to this guitar bus, which in this case is 7/8, like so. So they all go to the same place. Now, with the drums, for example, you might have a preferred order, which I do. So I like to do kick, snare. So if there's multiple kick tracks, they will be together. If there's multiple snare tracks, they'll all be together. Then I like to do the toms, going from small tom to big tom. I then like to have overhead, and then I would have hi-hat, and that would be my standard drum order. and it works for me. It might not work for you, but this is what I would do as far as being able to very quickly import and organize tracks together and not be going through a whole session, finding out where they are and spending eternity dragging them across and organizing my session. There we go. I hope you find that useful. As always, please leave me a comment or note, subscribe if you haven't, and hit that like. Thanks very much, and happy mixing.